last but definitely not least, so thinking about this from an investor's perspective, investing profits back into the business, you want to talk about something being attractive, very attractive from an investor's point of view, because the alternative is so think about it. We're in the business, we're making money, we have some profits, and we take the profits and pull them out of the business and we go buy a Lamborghini, for example, right? That's not very attractive. Keeping the money inside the business from an investment perspective, what we're looking at in that context is that actually can speed up the growth of the company. It's a more efficient use of capital, and it actually keeps the company going. As we know, in the early years, there's not as much cash as you would like a lot of times. And so keeping the company going without having to continuously going out looking for additional capital is something you could accomplish by keeping the profits in the business. Now, we had talked, Scott, a little bit earlier about if I'm an investor, one of the things that I'm looking at also is if Scott has additional revenue streams outside of this particular business, I really would appreciate that. So say you're a landlord and you're getting rents from your various properties and you don't necessarily need to pay yourself an income from this business. That's extremely important to me versus someone who they really need to start drawing an income from this business sooner than later.
Right.
That can be a red flag to an investor, or just not as attractive as someone who has other revenue streams out there.
Yeah, we did talk about that earlier. And, I have been both. I have been the business owner who has had to beg my clients, which are other businesses, to pay an invoice. That's not attractive to an investor. But you talked about, even in your business, being able to say, hey, when you're secure financially in your own business and you have other streams of revenue, if you don't want to do business with me today, that's fine. Here's my card. I'll be available when you're ready. Or just to say, hey, pay when you can. It's okay. It sends a different message.
Right.
And investors tend to side with the folks who are a little bit more financially secure than those who just need the dollars from their business immediately, as you've already stated. And so I think it's just a very, very good point, man.
And I want to bring this up. I kind of learned this from selling insurance years ago. And I would see how if I was in front of a client and my bank account was okay, people can smell things. So they can smell fear, they can smell desperation. And so when I was in a good financial position, they could smell the fact that it didn't matter if they moved forward with the policy today, I was going to be okay. And that actually helped me a lot because they knew that I wasn't there because I was trying to pay my rent tomorrow or my mortgage. I was really there because I cared about the mission of helping that family. And so it's the same thing with an investor. They want to know that you're there because you believe in this company, you can get it to the next level, and not because you need to generate some money quickly to pay your rent or your car note.
That's strong, man. That's strong. And that's a very good tip that we can use as business owners as we're starting our business, and especially for those of us who are looking to attract investors. We definitely ought to think about having additional streams of revenue that will sustain us those 3 to 5 to 7 years before our business turns a profit, which is hard, but doable. Hard, but doable. So this is not to distract anyone. This is to let you guys know this is what you need to do if you want to attract investors.